I'm a little different over here. I mean, I like what Krishna and Vishwa and Radha were talking about, but I'd like to take a little bit of, step back into history and see, what are the boats that we have really missed as a country, and then, try and see what is happening worldwide, and maybe give you an example in terms of what are the kind of companies that we meet up with almost on a daily basis. We work with startups, so to that extent, we end up meeting, all the folks that, for example, what Krishnan was talking about, in the energy space, e-learning space, the healthcare space, what Visha was talking about, smart sensor-based technologies, what Radha was talking about in the automation space and that kind of stuff. But I think if you go back, as a nation, I think, in our manufacturing process and in fact in our ESDM entire range, we have missed out on the consumer product cycle. I mean, today, for example, if you really look at Indian consumer product companies, you can barely count them on the fingers of one hand. I mean, that's where I would come from. We also missed out on the entire cycle of hardware, which was, the IT, the computer revolution itself. Though there was some amount of work that was happening with Indian companies, but increasingly there are Indian companies who are, getting into multinational kind of collaborations and working with multinational kind of products. There are multiple reasons for this. I think the third cycle that we missed out completely was on the mobile and the tablet computing. The mobility space is something which I think we've really missed out on. But increasingly, I'm seeing companies which are internationally focused upon areas like, say, for example, wearable computing, okay, which answers a lot of the points that we were talking about over here. Wearable computing is something which is, I think is a cycle that we should really be focusing upon. That's one. It ties in with the IoT business that we are talking about. That is where I think the future of India would really possibly come from. It does, of course, involve all the other pieces that the rest of the panelists were talking about. How is it that you can manage that huge amount of data that will come from wearable devices? How is it that we'll provide, the ability of wearable technology to be able to apply in the area of things like, say, for example, in healthcare, which is something which is fairly large. How is it that we can use it in the area of gesture-based computing, which is something which is now becoming increasingly common right now? I mean, I've seen companies like Leap Motion, a few of the others that have created products. In fact, in India itself, there are smaller companies like Intugene that are trying to do some things in the area of wearable computing and the area of gesture-based technology. I think that is probably the cycle that we should be focusing upon as a nation.
Thank you, Guhesh. So we had a lot of views, but I want to put all of you basically on the spot and want to know one killer app which will be basically important for innovators in India, product innovation in India, where basically they can focus in your point of view and then make the difference. So please be specific about one killer app which you think is going to make the difference. And I'm going to pick up 2 or 3 people from the audience also and ask the same question, that what do they think is the killer app for the next wave of the product innovation for Indian entrepreneurs?
Actually, it's a very tricky question and he has set me in a trap. Okay.
That is a trap. This is a trap.
Okay. All right. Considering India with again 65% in the rural sector and probably 700 million people in the poverty line, slightly above poverty line, because the definition of poverty is slightly blurred. So we need to move people out of the poverty. So I think I would pick the last one, what I said. I would pick the agriculture. Because India is a largely agrarian country. 60% of the India's population depends on agriculture, be it direct farmers or supporting companies who sell the pesticides, insecticides, or the farm equipments, all those things. If you look at globally, the productivity per hectare is almost 6,000 kgs per hectare. Whereas in India, on an average, we produce around 2,500 kgs, that is 2.5 tons per hectare.
We'll come to the details. So you are saying use of electronics.
So the point I'm trying to make is bring in electronics into agriculture.
Good.
Electronic agriculture or precision agriculture. For per acre of land, you need to be specific what you need to put in. Okay. Don't put in too much of unwanted item. Be specific for that particular land.
To the point, 2 line, what is the application?
Yeah, it's a tricky question like Krishnan said. But given this specific task, I think I would go to the the people who consume what farmers produce, that is leading to a lot of, at least we foresee, if you see the trend in India, the obesity is increasing, the people are spending more and more time sitting down and not doing the right thing for their body. So I would choose fitness and healthcare product, something that would tell people, yes, even it could be a whole range, it could be a very simple app or something very extended which would really warn people what happens if they consume the way they consume.
So can I say, in general, medical electronics is you are basically focusing
Fitness
on
and healthcare.
fitness and healthcare,
Affordable
more,
healthcare.
rather than remedial side, the fitness and healthcare side. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Shala.
So I think I'll stick to energy.
Very specific.
Yes. energy.
Okay.
And I think I'll add robotics also to that.
Okay. Goesh.
Can I pick 3?
No.
So I'll go with what Vishwa was talking about, which is, healthcare is something which is critical as far as the nation is concerned. So to that extent, I'd pick, stuff which is primarily meant, not just to tell people how healthy they are or how unhealthy they are, but actually to be able to give proactive warning as far as, entire information systems are concerned. That's something that I would definitely pick as.
So healthcare, medical electronics,
Absolutely.
devices. So I'll take the liberty of picking up 2 people from the audience also and get basically their viewpoint on this. Raj, can you basically let us know that what is your killer app for the next generation of innovation? No mic?
Okay, I will put my bets on something that I'm working on. So I would put my bets on media, basically the flow of information, and it is very complex because given the types of consumers of media, and media is the one which actually takes information and helps connect the provider and the consumer. So the field of media is pretty fundamental to make things happen. And there is complexity involved because of, there's a lot of directivity, targeting, and need-based information flow which must happen instantly. So this is a field which has a lot of potency to change a country like India.
So can I summarize it in terms of the content and content delivery, because we will have so many devices, they need to find the content.
Yeah, absolutely. What I meant is, any content, whichever media it travels on, is the material, but the flow of information is the basic, product area of innovation.
Okay. So one more viewpoint from audience, Dr. Sharma.
I think I'll suggest security will be a very big thing for the next 5 to 10 years. Whether you talk of starting from household to infrastructure to cities to homeland, all countries' security, that will be a big thing to handle.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Sam. So we got a lot of good ideas. Before we move on to the next subject, there are a couple of buzzwords which are floating around the industry about the next wave of the killer app. So I just want to get a very quick overview of those things. Like I think in the today morning presentation as well as everywhere you see 2 things nowadays in electronics field. One is IoT and second is wearable. So how do you see the future of innovation in these 2 areas from the India's point of view?
What's the second one you said, please?
IoT and wearables.
Okay.
That's what I hear everywhere I go. That's what I hear nowadays.
Yeah, I think I would change the IoT as IoE. So that's what people are doing. So it's going to be Internet of Everything. Okay. So that's going to be there connected, but then I think the adaptation in India, if we are talking about India, I think would take slightly a longer time.
But from an innovation point of view,
Innovation,
not
yeah,
necessarily
that's something that's relatively at striking distance for Indians to do that.
I think I would still continue to talk about the smart systems, which part of it is, of course, IoT.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I
And
think
you
there
talk
are
about healthcare
many,
also, right?
yeah, that has, of course, it involves right from start basic R&D to all the way to systems. So it involves the basic R&D, building silicon, building software and systems, and also incorporating all the user requirements and building the right user interface and everything. So it's a complete system knowledge that is required to be able to build and succeed in this, which I think all the ingredients are there already in India. We just have to put it together.